Hey guys, I'm back, and today I'm going to be doing the Hamilton book tag. Yes, the Hamilton obsession is still happening. If you do not know what Hamilton is, just go watch my previous video, or just look up, type in Hamilton, something will come up. Because if you haven't heard of Hamilton, then clearly you've been living under a rock. Let's get started. So let's get started. First question. The room where it happens. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one in a book world you would want to live in. A book world I would want to live in would be the Mercy Thompson world. Just because I adore this series so much, and a lot of crazy stuff happens in this world in particular. But I would still want to live in it just because, it seems like such an adventurous life. And it might not be an easy life, but it's a hard-working life that Mercy has, especially in this world. You really do have to work for what you want. And it just seems like a very, not an easy life, but it definitely would be an interesting life. Second question. The Schuyler sisters. An underrated female character. One of the most underrated female characters would be Stevie Ray from the House of Night series. I think Stevie Ray is a phenomenal character. She goes through a lot of character development in the series, but she doesn't lose her personality or lose who she is inside. And I feel like she's a very giving person, but she's very strong when she needs to be. And I feel like, she's almost overshadowed in the series by Zoe, and I feel like she just doesn't get enough attention that she deserves, or enough credit she deserves. Because don't be fooled by her blonde curls and cowboy boots, because she is a strong-ass character. Just saying. Alright, third question. My shot. My shot. A character that goes after what they want and doesn't let anyone stop them. I'd have to choose Vlad from the Chronicles of Vladimir Todd, because really, Vlad doesn't give up. He's a relentless character, to be honest. He did really, no matter what challenges he faces, he always goes after what he wants. And I think that's an awesome thing that he does. Fourth question, a character you wish was still alive. For this one, Nani from Miss Penny Books, if you're watching this. Yeah, I really mourned the loss of Nemea, Selena Sardathian's best friend in the Throne of Glass series. I really wish she was still alive. I really wish she didn't get killed off for multiple reasons. One of them being because she was such a big part of Selena's life. And she was such a strong character in this series. And just, she really didn't deserve to die. It's like she thinks she's one of those characters that's going to make it to the last book. Spoiler alert, people. She doesn't make it. Fifth question. Burn. The most heartbreaking end to a relationship you've ever read. The most heartbreaking end to a relationship would have to be the Hazel and Gus's end to the relationship in The Fault in Our Stars. See, I know they didn't break up, but it was still heartbreaking for them for their relationship to end the way it did. I mean, really, cancer fucking sucks, people. And I know that in real life and in book life. I didn't need to read this book to know cancer sucks, I'll just say that. But this book really hits you harder in the feels than you can ever imagine. Still fresh, people. Still fresh. Okay, question number 6. You'll be back, the sassiest villain. You'll be back, tired, cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family. The sassiest villain that I've ever read in a book would have to be Sebastian from the Mortal Instruments series. It's like, he's the villain you love to hate. He's so bad, but he's so good. And if you don't understand that, just pick up the series. You'll see what I mean. I mean, you don't, spoiler alert, you don't meet him till book 3, but he's worth reading. So you hate him, but you love him. Question 7, the Reynolds pamphlet. A book with a twist you didn't see coming. Alexander.
Gonna be president now. That's gonna be president now. One less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about.
For that question, I'd have to pick Branded by Abby Kettner and Missy Kalikicki. I was not, spoiler alert here, people, I was not expecting the commander to be Lexi's father in this book. I was not expecting the twist in this book, people. This was, wow. Just pick up the series and you'll see what I mean, because Branded is such a good book. It's such a great series. Only the first 2 books are out, but it's such a great series. Go pick it up, guys. Seriously. And question number 8, Nonstop. A series you marathoned.
You assume you're the smartest in the room. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time.
I'm Alexander.
I am not throwing away my shot.
Oh, the first book had me feeling helpless. I absolutely love this series. I mean, I loved this series when I was reading it, and it'll still hold a special place in my heart, but, you know, I've grown more as a reader since then, and I kind of look at it in a different light, and the movies also kind of ruined it for me. But it's still holds a special place in my heart, and if any of you guys ever want to read the series, go check it out. Number 9, Satisfied. Your favorite book with multiple point of views.
You will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants was such a great book, and it had multiple point of views, and you really got to know the characters through that. I've only read the first book, but I cannot wait to read the second book, because this was so good, guys, so good. Question 10. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? A book you feel will be remembered throughout history.
Who dies, who tells your story?
A book I feel will be remembered throughout history is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. This book, honestly, is so good, and, you know, obviously you've had to have at least heard of the movie The Notebook, because really just this book, it left such an impact on me. Even though I saw the movie first, I really didn't understand the movie that much until after I read the book. And I feel that this book is definitely a book that's left an impact both in the literature world and in the movie industry. So I definitely feel nobody's really going to forget this wonderful masterpiece. Okay, that is all the questions, but there are bonus questions, and there are 6 of them, so I'm going to go ahead and do them. All right, first bonus question. Helpless, a relationship you were rooting for from the start. A couple I was rooting for from the very beginning was Jamie and Claire from the Outlander series. I love Jamie and Claire so much. Like, even when I first read the first book, I was like, they're going to end up together, and I'm going to ship that so hard. And I did. Yeah, my heart broke a couple times, but I still ship them. Ooh, yeah. They're such an amazing couple. I mean, that is a relation. I mean, that minus all the horrible stuff they have to go to, it's relationship goals. Because they really are a strong couple. Really. 10 Dual Commandments.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 Dual Commandments.
Favorite fight scene. My favorite fight scene would be in The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan, where Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are all fighting Cronus in Luke's body, because that was an emotional fight, and it just, wow. Because as a reader, like, when you as committed to the series as I was, just reading that, whew, that's heavy stuff. Wow. It still gets me. Number 3. All right, bonus question number 3. Say no to this. Your guilty pleasure read.
Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. Oh my God, she looks so helpless. And her body saying hell yes. Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind, I'm trying to go, 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 go. Then her mouth is all mine, and I don't say no, say no to this. No.
My guilty pleasure book would have to be Unbound by Kat Miller, because this book, woo, it's very hot and heavy in this book. I remember getting this from BookCon a few years ago, and the author signed it and everything. I was not expecting to be reading something as steamy as this. I'll say that much. Always read what the book is about before you buy it, folks. Just saying. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it'll corrupt your mind. And possibly your childhood. Mainly your mind, yeah. Number 4. What comes next? A series you wish had more books.
What comes next? You've been freed. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me.
Daughter of Deep Silence, only one book. It was meant to be one book. But I really wish there was more books, that this was or at least a second book, because I really want to know what happens to the characters after all this. Because the characters, I really want to know, especially the main character. I mean, this book really left me on the edge of my seat. And I really feel the ending just leaves you hanging from that edge, and you're never going to get closure until there's a sequel. I mean, I can live without a sequel, but I'd like to have a sequel. So, Carrie Ryan, author of this book, if you ever see this, please just take my opinion into consideration. Bonus question 5. Right Hand Man, your favorite BROTP. Brotherly romance, one true pairing. I would have to choose Will and Jem from the Infernal Devices. This is the first book, Clockwork Angel. Will and Jem are literally the ultimate bromance. Like, Will, Jem, and Tessa are all one perfect little love triangle. And I don't mean that all in a romantic way, because Jem and Will are the bestest of friends, and they're legit friendship goals. Like, you wish you had a friend like that. In any way. This is an emotional series, guys, so if you ever decide to read this, know what you are getting into. Number 6, what did I miss? A book series you were late to reading. Book series I really didn't read when it was still very popular, and all the hype would have to be the Shadowfall series by C.C. Hunter, because this series is truthfully amazing. Like, this is the bind up of the first 2 books, and when I read this, I remember I couldn't decide to get this or Fangirl, and my mom just bought both for me, and I'm like, this book, like, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. This would be considered old school YA now, but it's still really good, and it kind of almost feels timeless no matter what year you read it. So I would definitely go pick this up. Like, if you just want to read the first book, they still have the first book as just itself, so don't worry about having to read the bind up. Okay, guys, that was the Hamilton tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's definitely going to be more Hamilton related stuff coming. I will see you guys next time. Bye.